Trump's bitch baby wussy scaredy cat behavior in DC.
Locals in DC are celebrating Trump making their city safe again.
The city is quiet as a church mouse.
We got news that the guy who threw a Subway sandwich at a police officer has been arrested and charged with having a deli weapon. And I got that joke from a Patreon member. Shout out to Walter. And in this video, you are going to see many white liberals screaming about how this is racism. Meanwhile, we have a lot of black locals in DC so happy that their city is peaceful and they can walk around outside without the smell of marijuana and all of the sights that come from homeless encampments. Let's dive deeper. Please make sure that you are subscribed.
An individual went up to one of the federal law enforcement officers and started jumping up and down, screaming at him, berating him, yelling at him. And then he took a Subway sandwich about this big and took it and threw it at the officer. He thought it was funny. Well, he doesn't think it's funny today because we charged him with a felony, assault on a police officer. And we're going to back the police to the hilt. So there, stick your Subway sandwich somewhere else.
She is such a badass. That is Judge Janine. She's 74 years old. She's killing it. She's such a rock star. And it is ridiculous that his life is now ruined all because he was protesting against making a city safe, like these people are.
Has sticky name on his chest. That's a real cop.
No, he harasses citizens. He's not a real cop.
I just cannot understand this level of disrespect for the police officers in the United States, because I have seen police officers in Latin America take bribes during traffic stops or be very corrupt. I have seen people being arrested by police officers simply because they said something, or people being arrested because they tweeted something. That is when your rights are being taken away. But here, I don't understand why people are so disrespectful to our law enforcement, especially when it is for something good. I don't understand why people keep defending criminals.
Paralyzing for 30 days to sort of stamp down on crime. What are your thoughts? I agree with it. I was born and raised in the district, and I've never seen the things that I see today with children as young as 3 years old being shot. I mean, where does that happen? I think it's a bad idea to fear what this president is doing. I mean, he actually lives in the city now. I mean, come on. He would be foolish, I think, to ignore things like that. A child 3 years old being shot, or people being shot on the bus. I mean, that happened in upper Northwest Washington, D.C. So, I mean, yeah, I think he's...
People in upper Northwest and like areas, because it's hard finding actual DC residents here in this area. It's mostly like bureaucrats and whatnot. It's not the real DC people. Yeah. Do they generally support this? Do they feel like they want crime to be under control, or are they against it?
I do. I believe that most people that live here, that work hard every day and have families, they want the crime rate to be brought under control. They want the situation of, like I said, children being...
You guys are going to hear from Tim Walz's daughter in a minute, because it's just crazy the amount of misrepresentation in the media about what is going on. People say that there's no crime in DC or crime has gone down, and Trump is just doing this because he wants to put an Atlantic City in DC, and that is far from the truth. I also believe that coming up we have some type of politician saying, what's next? Are they going to come to other cities like New York and Los Angeles? This is so scary. And it's like, okay, if they did begin to do this in downtown Denver, for example, people would actually go there maybe. People could actually, I think it is so ridiculous that their hatred for Trump is more than their hatred for people who shoot children or rob innocent people at stoplights. Liberals are so mad about Trump's 34 counts of falsified business records that they can't even see the beauty of Washington, D.C. looking like this. Because when I was there, there was a lot of homeless people just chilling around on random corners, and they had so many streets blocked off that you couldn't even go onto. And so for it to look open and clear like this, looks like Poland. Looks very pretty. But this guy says that this is what this guy is going to do to protest. Ridiculous.
I keep seeing people express this sentiment that they don't know what to do. We 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 don't know what to do.
What can you do about all of this winning?
What do we do? We're in a dire situation. What do? We don't know. Nobody knows what to do, right? Wrong. We all know exactly what we need to do. We have to all stop going to work. We just have to stop going to work. Everybody has to stop going to work. We have to stop going to work until stuff changes. We just go, no, I'm not going. I'm not going. I am no longer going to perpetuate this murder machine until you change things. And
what?
Shit just sucks, and everybody stops paying their rent, and
stop paying your rent.
We don't really have the means to do what we need to do.
Okay, this is the worst advice that I have ever heard, because the only person that this would negatively impact is yourself and anybody foolish enough to take this advice. You think that'll really show them by being a lazy moron? No. The thing I see about conservatives is they have a growth mindset. They're really into personal development, business. Meanwhile, liberals are just like, let's go on strike and demand more money. Or what we should do to protest is just stop paying our rent. What? Hopefully this lady has something smarter to say.
Let's just keep it real. This is racism. Donald Trump shut down DC. Not because he wants to get rid of the homeless people. Not because he's so concerned about these gangs of young people. No, he shut it down because it's a predominantly black area. And we know, going way back in his history, he does not like black people.
If that was true, then why is he improving the black people's lives who live there?
Everybody tripping about Trump releasing the National Guard out there in D.C. Everybody tripping about Trump putting the military in them towns. Well, if you're not a criminal, if you're not out there in them streets doing anything you ain't got no business doing, you don't have anything to worry about.
Yeah, I love
that. If you're not the gunslinger, if you're not the street runner, if you're not the one that's out there being notorious in those streets, if you're not the one putting tears in parents' eyes for no reason.
You know, this really puts things into perspective. I have a theory that Democrats, they tried to deflect their racism by calling the right racist. And basically that last lady is saying that all black people are criminals. Because if Trump is clearing up crime in DC, then all black people are going to be affected. And that seems to be a little bit messed up, you know, because this man has also been probably being terrorized by the criminals in the city, despite whatever color they are. Criminals, white or whatever color, it really doesn't matter. I mean, beige as well. I don't think that it should be white or black because we have everything in between in our country. And so crime, that is the thing. That should be the focus right now, you know?
Okay, so on the topic of book talk, as well as Trump's bitch baby wussy scaredy cat behavior in DC, it got me thinking of a book I read in college. I think it was when I was at the University of Minnesota. It was Locking Up Our Own by James Foreman Jr. And it talks about what led to, arguably, you should also read the new Jim Crow and then go into this one along with like a million in between. But that's just 1, 2, you kind of get it. But like modern mass incarceration of like black men. And it talks about DC and the war on drugs and how all of that led up to what we're now seeing. Also note the crime rate in DC is at the...
Here's an idea. Don't commit crimes and then you won't go to jail. Okay? And I don't want to read too far into this, but it's very important to have eye contact, to look at people in their eyes. So it's a little bit counterintuitive to put your glasses down when you begin the video. Shouldn't they be going up? You know, we need that eye contact, or else we might just assume that you're on drugs or that you're not a very trustworthy person, okay? That's what I'm getting from that.
Breaking news, if you haven't seen it yet, coming out of Washington, D.C. 2 protesters that were screaming and hollering in front of the police station that there was not a crime problem in D.C. and how they didn't need the military there. As they were leaving the protest, they were mugged. That's right. They got mugged by people that they say aren't there to commit crimes. Like, you can't serve better justice than that. And the funniest part about this is, while they were screaming about how there was no crime and defund the police and how they need to defund the military and blah, 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 as soon as they got robbed, guess who they called? Washington, D.C. police. They called the Capitol Police.
The question is did they learn their lesson? Will they still show up to protest? Has this changed their opinion at all? So this is the Chicago mayor.
Okay, fine. Since you are begging, I do believe that Donald Trump is intimidated. I think you're begging.
No interruption.
So let me just answer that. I do appreciate you begging. So I would just say it like this, that the president has always been intimidated by the intellectual prowess of black men. And so, of course, he would speak in those petite and puerile terms. Because
I don't know why when I heard him say that, I just imagine the water bottle in front of him to start levitating, or he has some type of mind control powers, or he can, I don't know, read people's minds or fly or something like that.
Quiet as a church mouse, yeah.
Okay, so this is a local in DC.
Man, down the city is quiet as a church mouse, yeah. I came all the way down Pennsylvania Avenue this morning. So peaceful, yeah. I don't smell no weed, yeah. I don't see no homeless people. I mean, I came all the way through the southeast side, all the way down here. You can see now I'm at the White House jump, man. It's quiet, yeah. It's a shame that it takes somebody to have to sit in your classroom in order for you to be in order, yeah. Because that's what it feels like, yeah. You gotta be babysitter to do your job, yeah. Stuff been out of control for years.
Oh.
You gotta do better, yeah. You gotta do better, yeah. And mainly, young, you got the problems. It's us, man. It's always us giving everybody a bad name, yeah. We'll see how long this lasts, yeah. How many murders was it last night? How many carjackings was it last night?
I love this guy. That's so interesting. It has to be such an experience to live in DC and to know what that's like, what the local politics are like there, even though that's where our federal government is managed. I find that fascinating. Okay, so this guy is not a local though, but it says he's leaving his wife, kids, and cat in Michigan to confront MAGA and Trump in DC. Come on, dude. All you would have to do is go online, do some research, hear from the locals, hear from that last guy, and you would know that all of this is unnecessary.
I'm leaving my kids, my family, my house, my job, my cat, and everything else just to fucking drive to DC right now. And driving from Michigan to Washington.
This is like a modern day version of Dad went to get milk. Dad went to go confront Trump, sweetie. He'll never be back.
In DC because Pedo 47 is a piece of shit, and I'm gonna stick up for my fucking fellow citizens. So fuck you, MAGA. I'm on my way to DC.
Oh, so scary. Such an intimidating man. Not really. His glasses would be broken in 2 seconds.
Next is Trump gonna federalize the New York City Police Department. What's after that? Chicago, LA, Miami, Boston.
This is a video. Oh, it's not even a politician. For some reason, I remembered this as if a politician said it, but it was just this guy who is in a very unhappy marriage.
And on and on. What's after that? The NFL, the NBA, you're going to federalize them and take them over?
Maybe if he did, we'd actually have female cheerleaders. Imagine that. You know, he's a businessman. So if he was to take them over, I think he would lead them in a pretty good direction. And maybe people wouldn't be canceling their season tickets because they don't want to see John in a miniskirt.
Black people in DC, get your...
Okay, so this lady here is inciting violence. It doesn't sound like she is in DC if she is calling for people in DC.
And take care of them police officers like they should have been taken.
No. If you dislike America so much and you think our police are corrupt, then maybe venture out a little bit. Come on, I'll show you around some of these countries where police actually are corrupt or where they don't have police presence. Stop.
Follow the cops home, starting with the highest ranking ones. Start little music festivals at the cops' houses and live stream images with their home address.
All I can think about is there's so much that could be done here. Just scissors, chop off the braid, take off the, I don't know, like the 70s glasses. I don't know, like eat food. This could just be avoided. Just wanted to remind you that every Friday we do live Q&As where we discuss these trending topics or breaking news, and I would love for you to join us. So the link is in the description. I will see you over there. Let's get on with the video. Okay, so we already heard from this guy. Phenomenal. I think he really drove the message home about what's happening. Tim Walz's daughter needs help. And here's another man. Local. Again, notice the pattern. Locals in DC are happy. People who are not locals are like, oh, it's so messed up.
What's up, y'all? Check this out. We all, listen, to all my homies, man, everybody in DC, man, listen. I don't know if y'all been paying attention, but check this out. Man, they got the National Guards. They got DEA, the FBI, Park Police, Capitol Police, DC Police, all working together. Trump got these on a mission. So what I'm saying to y'all is now ain't the time in my city, in D.C. I don't know about nobody else. He ain't do that nowhere else there. But it's a state of emergency in my city. So all I'm saying to you is now ain't the time to be riding around with guns and drinking and smoking weed. You know what I'm saying? Now ain't the time, bro.
So this also seems like an incredible opportunity for the people in DC to improve the people they are around, improve their habits, improve their influences, and the things that they consume, the people they're around, the things that they do, everything. This is a great opportunity, not just for the people in DC, but I can feel this energy already spreading throughout the U.S. that we also need to be holding ourselves to a higher level of standard and take accountability for ourselves. Would you please make sure that you are subscribed? Thank you so much. See you next time. Bye.